Hi everybody, it's Christy. I've missed you. Hello. I am still not 100%, but I am here and we're gonna make something cute today. This is just something I'm kind of testing out. I haven't done anything really just yet. So welcome on in everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and, I wish I had like a hook I can hang my dryer from. So I know Christy's here. Hello, Beth. How are you? I'm going to open my goodie bag from you in just a minute. I'm going to wait for a couple more people to jump on. So you guys, we're making some mini book charms tonight because I've been wanting to do them for like a month. And of course, as you guys know, I am so late on everything. I'm so behind on everything. Hi, Marlene. I missed you. Hello. Yay! Thank you, Sue. Hi, Robbie. Oh, you guys are great. Thanks for joining me. I know I'm a little late too. Like, oh, that's so bad of me. But I'm here. It's raining really bad, and I was like worried about I was like, oh, please don't let the Wi-Fi. And my husband's out of this, so I'm kind of worried about him. Hi, Robbie. Hello, CBFF. Oh, I know I'm sending hugs and love to you. If Facebook will let me. Okay, Facebook isn't doing its thing, but that's okay. What else is new? All right, you guys. I'm going to pop on here and say thank you to my friend Beth. If you guys did, hello, my sweet Sam. If you guys did not see the video, it is a little long, but there was a lot to get through. It's not raining over here yet. It's coming, Beth, I promise. This is pouring here. It actually slowed down just a bit, but it's definitely going to be there soon. I guarantee it. Okay, so I did post a video. Beth messaged me yesterday, and spontaneously we went to go save some craft supplies yesterday at a lady's house, and I have a whole video up. It just kind of explains, you know, who she is and where she came from, and I don't even have any of the stuff in my craft room yet. It's all, I just organized it. I'm still organizing it, actually. It's in my living room. But I'm really happy with all of our little goodies we found. It was definitely worth the trip, and I got to see Beth, and she gave me a little gift, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and open this. Please get rid of their Radio Red Thursday. I'll try. You got some great, I know, right? So you guys did get to see the video. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to open this. Beth, I peeked in it just to kind of see, but I did not look at anything yet. I was like, what the heck did she give me? So, all right, guys, and then we're going to craft a cute little thing, and I will hopefully be in full swing crafting mode by Friday. As you guys know, Thursday is ATC night, so we will probably still do ATCs. My plan is to do ATCs, and tomorrow I won't be online because it is my daughter's birthday. She is going to be 20, and holy cow, I feel old. My youngest is 20, and it's very hard for me to even grasp at this point. I'm going to probably cry tomorrow. So every time your kids get older, you get older. It's not my birthday. My birthday, I'm good. It's my day, but it's my kid's birthday. So I have 3 kids, technically 4, but I have 3 kids that, you know, it's like, oh my gosh, they're a year older and I feel older already. Hello, the Funking Bench Club. I know, right? Isn't it so sweet? I was like, oh my gosh, I needed this bag today. I had the plainest little bag with me, like to keep some of my stuff in, and now I can put a little bit more in, and it's still very portable and everything. So I absolutely love this. So, excuse me. As you guys can see, I'm not 100% yet. Hi, Peggy. How are you? My daughter will be 40 in September, and I can't believe that. Oh my gosh, Robbie. That's twice the age. But Robbie, you look amazing. So I don't even know, like, girl, you gotta quit the gatekeeper. You gotta give me your secrets, girl. Okay, look at this. Oh my gosh, there's papers. There's beautiful papers in here. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I see something Disney. Oh, Peggy, my sweet friend. How are you? Oh my gosh, look at it. It's tissue paper. Oh, that is so sweet. You packed it full of good. I can tell already. I wish I would have had this a few days ago. It made me feel better. But look at the 80s. That looks like the DeLorean, does it not? Oh my gosh, VHSs and CDs. Do you know what's so funny? I gotta tell you guys a story while I'm going through this and showing you. Oh my gosh, no way! Oh my gosh. Hi, Shonda. Robbie, it's true. I don't know what you're talking about. You guys, this is so funny. Do you see this little troll here? This is totally 80s and 90s. Do you see that little troll there? Okay. A very long story short, my grandmother had an account with Russ. And Russ was the original company when Trolls came out really, really big. So if you didn't know this about me, when I was little, I actually helped my mom and my grandma owned a little flea market shop. And it was basically filled with all kinds of fun, happy things, kind of like what you see on my craft box. And my mom thought it was a good idea, and she talked to my grandma about it, to start selling the Russ Trolls. So we were an official merchandiser for, you know, we had an account with Russ, and we sold other things with the company. It was a lot of gifts and stuff. I know I had the same glow worm when I was a baby, and I still have it in my garage. Whenever I find it again, I'm gonna post it so you guys know. Anyway, we had an account with Russ Troll Company, and we had, I owned, my grandma gave me one of every single one she ordered, which was pretty much every single release. And I actually had a humongous collection of all of the different trolls that you can think of. So when I saw that paper, I'm gonna have to give some of that to my mom, because she will absolutely die. I don't think she's on here. I forgot to message her. But this is so cool. I worked at Chuck E. Cheese, so that reminds me of that. This is so funny. I love it. And then, of course, the boombox and the mixtapes and all of that. Oh my gosh. Gag with me like a spoon, gnarly. That's hilarious. Oh, look, there's another one with the 80s. I love the 80s. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Beth. I'm not even done opening this, but thank you for that. Hi, Kendra. How are you? Hi, Melissa. Melissa, I love your little bottles that you got. I probably have to share that in a separate post. Oh my gosh, Beth, she gave me seashell glue. I didn't even know this existed. That is awesome. I gotta put it with all my glues. Right there. I have all my glues next to me. My little baby boy is over here. You collected trolls too? I didn't even know. Hi, Crystal. How are you? I'm opening up a little happy mail from Beth. She gave me this cute little bag with all of this stuff in it. So I'm going to have to get journaling, you guys. Journaling. Okay. Let me see, what else did she give? Oh, I did ask her for these. These are the little stencil brushes for the Magnolia. Mwah, thank you. Saying hi, I'm watching your event today. That's okay, Kimmy. I really, really enjoyed your segment today. If you guys are not following Kimmy with the Treasure Trunk by Kimmy, please do so. Please watch her replay today. She has a marvelous idea with prayer journaling, and it kind of mixes in with my stuff too, so I love it. We'll replay what I miss. Oh, that's awesome. I know it's not going to be anything really fancy. I'll probably do this again, but I really missed you guys, and I really wanted to get on. My husband's not even home yet. Oh my gosh, this is so 60s, and I love it. The 70s. Flower Power. I love this. Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh, and look at the Disney paper. Oh my gosh, it's got all the characters on it. I absolutely love that. Oh my gosh, you really did. You guys, she put a lot in here. Oh my gosh, this is paper too. Oh, you were so funny, Beth. I should have not gone in the house. I should have just like picked this up, right? Oh my gosh, Furry and Bright. I love this for you. That pouch is adorable. I know! This is a gift from Craft Room Confessions with Beth. I got to see her yesterday. Oh, look at the Halloween vibes. Oh, I love these. Oh, that is so neat. It's kind of spooky, but it's neat. It's like playful spooky. That's what I like about Halloween, is playful spooky. I love the fun of Halloween, just because we know it's not real. Oh my gosh. Once Upon a Time. Oh, Beth. This is way too much, girl. What in the heck? y'all should see my craft room. And of course I didn't even feel good. Thank you, Tony. Hi, Mom. I gotta show you something, Mom. You missed the beginning, so I gotta show it to you. Beth gave me something really funny you're gonna laugh at. All the Christmas paper. Oh my gosh, you guys. She spoiled me. She absolutely spoiled me. My craft room is a mess because I haven't been in here working on it. I could not function. I couldn't do anything. I mean, nothing, you guys. It was pretty bad. Oh my gosh, the llamas. I love that. Yes, my mom is on here. She's doing pretty good, you guys. Oh, super glue. Actually, I may use that today on today's craft. We will see. Oh, I love these little pocket things. These are perfect. And you know what? You've got this. I really like that saying, because I tell you guys that all the time. Guys, this is like a Mary Poppins bag. It's not stopping. I love these. Kimmy had given me some of these too, and I absolutely love the way that you could put a border on anything. I love those. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, thank you. You are lovely. Aw, look at all the stickers. Ooh, this is neat. This is like chipboard. You guys, look how thick that is. That's like a chipboard. Hi, Jane. Hello, Kendra. I said hi to you, right? Okay, Facebook is telling me that everybody is here. Like it repeats itself. Oh my gosh, and then more ephemera. Oh, tender years. I love this. I love the kitty cats. Okay, I'm definitely gonna be peeking in this bag. And then paper. She like squeezed paper in here too. Look at this. And then I gotta show my mom. I gotta show my mom's that one thing. Oh my gosh, look at this. Ooh, I've never seen paper like this. Is this just cut a certain way? Ooh, that's cool. Ooh, I love that graphing paper. Awesome. Isn't that funny the way that like fit in here? It doesn't look like it would. Thank you for opening the craft box. So what is going on, everybody? Please update me on your lives because I haven't been live for you in quite some time where I put all this stuff back. I'm gonna try to put it back. Oh my gosh, I just found these. Beth, look at, you gave me Disney. Oh, she gave me Disney, y'all. Oh my gosh, they're like little buttons. It was a pad of paper cut like that. Ooh, that's interesting. I've never seen pad of paper cut like that before. Of course, Christy is struggling. I can't even open this. Now, I may seem like I'm bad, but really my head hurts today because I think I just have a lot of mucus. Oh my gosh, look at Cinderella. Isn't she cute? I think my hubby's home. Oh my gosh, Snow White! Oh my gosh, and the princesses. Where in the world did you find these? You gotta send me your secret, Beth. These are so adorable. Look at this one. Oh my gosh, I see charms in my future. And look at the buttons. I have some of these buttons, but they're different. Oh my god, thank you. You guys know this just made my day. Like, oh my gosh. And you guys, seeing you guys made my day too. Okay, Mom, are you paying attention? Listen to me like I'm gonna hear you answer me back. Mom, look what Beth gave me. Does this not bring you back to the flea market days with the rust trolls? Where'd they go? Look at Mom. It looks exactly like a rust troll. Look at that. I haven't had them. Oh, I've had them for a long time from when I did bows and jewelry. Oh my gosh, girl. They're vintage then. No, I'm kidding. So much great things. I know. Mom, look at Elsa. Look at Elsa this. Look at this one. It's got the rainbow hair. Look at, and my glowworm. I know you remember the glowworm, Mom. I didn't even notice like the little like Boudreaux thing. It reminds me of Madonna. Is that what's supposed to be? Oh my gosh, this was such a fun little pack. All right, I gotta get journaling. I was too busy going through all of my things today. All right, Beth, I don't know how you fit all this in here, girl. Oh, they are. I don't know how you fit all this in here, girl, but it's going horizontal now. It's going the other way. Oh my gosh. You spoil me, girl. Thank you, Beth. I'm going to send you hearts if it lets me. It didn't want to do it for Sandra. Hello, hello. No, it's not doing it. How about balloons? Something? Yes, my mom says yes, she remembers it. Okay, awesome. Okay, you guys, so there has been a little bit of a, I haven't seen a lot of it, but there have been a few other crafters that did this before, and I'm going to show you. Hi, sweetie. I'm going to show you what we are going to work on today. I'm good at packing a lot of stuff inside of space. I know. Learn from the best. And so I actually ordered one from my friend Mel with Mel's Crafting Corner, and I ordered the Pokey Little Puppy because it's one of my favorite little golden books, and everybody seems to be doing theirs a little bit different, which I absolutely love. So you guys can take this and just run with it and do what you want with it. Okay, so this one she did it's an actual little book, and I ordered this from her. You're just learning to make junk journals, Jane. Next Tuesday, I'm going to be doing our junk journals segment, and we're every first and last Tuesday, so like basically 2 Tuesdays in a row, we do junk journaling here. Now, I have been sick. I don't know if you knew, Jane, but I haven't been on in a little while, but we're going to get back into the swing of things now. So look, this one actually comes with like little pages. That's how she made hers. Balloons for Beth. Thank you, Tony. I love it. And then she made herself, there's like a little clasp on here, so you can clasp it on anything you want. And she put, this is like a wire. It's almost like my brown little wire right here. I hung my turtle right there for now. And then she put beads on it. So that is the one that she made. And then I ordered one from, it came from Paper Doodles by Liz. She is on Etsy and I believe TikTok. I don't know if she is on Facebook or not. Some of them are not on Facebook. But I ordered this one from her, and it's a paint and marker book, but it's rainbow bright. So I'm pretty sure I had this exact same book when I was little. So, and she makes hers, it's almost like a little plasticky, if that makes sense. I'm just making up words tonight. But she put like a little clasp, and I don't know where she gets her pretty little eyelets from and all of that, but you know, this girl just has some plain Jane stuff. I'm on a break. Yay, you're on a break. Hi, Karen. How are you? Okay, so this is the one that I made. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit different. I have like a little dangly from it just to make it a little bit extra. So we're going to make a couple of these together. Hi, Stacy. And this is the little clasp that it comes with. I can't remember where I found these, you guys. These may be from Amazon. I did buy them a while ago because I've made my little I've made my little like doorables. I didn't make this pen, but my little doorables that are on here, I've made them into backpack buddies and things like that. So if you've been following me for a while, you may have seen those before. So I just made this into a cute little, because we are doing a Snow White junk journal as well. So we may incorporate this somewhere on the junk journal. So I've got the little Snow White golden book, and it's on the little clasp, and then I have a couple little danglies from it. Hello, my sweet Lori. Christy Lingo, yes, exactly. And then I just have a few like little beads that kind of go with like her story. So you could put an apple on here, like you played, Jane. That's cute. You could put an apple on here, you could put flowers, you could put mushrooms, you know, something that represents, and of course all the Disney princesses sing. So I even have like the little, look, I even have, wait, I gotta push this out. I even have the little like music notes. So, I'm saying, you gotta put music notes. So you can do whatever you want. You don't have to put a dangly on it. This one did not come with a dangly on it. But if you're going to put this on like the junk journal charms that we've made, and for those of you that have not seen those, I'll show you the ones that I've made so far. They've just been sitting here because Chrissy has not been, you know, half alive. So this is the David Cassidy one, and like there's all kinds of like things. So you can actually put one of these on your bigger charm if you like the big and bulky. I made some of these kind of neat, and I made some of them very simple. Plain James Crafting and More. Oh, I didn't know that was your actual page name, Jane. I had no idea. Please come on that page from here on out. So, and then here's another one that's a little, and then this one's a little bit more, it's got the like the character on it and things. So that's these little things that I had been working on prior to my sudden absence, which I did not mean to do. So that's what we're working on. So basically what you're going to need is Etsy prints. You could find them, there's different ones that you could search on Etsy. I did get a couple different ones, and you'll need you'll need Mod Podge and like your little like sponge, beads. You're going to use your regular, either you can use embroidery thread or hemp cord. This is like hemp cord. Hi, Nancy. And or embroidery thread. Some people use that too. Whatever you want to use if you want to make a dangly with it. It's going to be totally up to you though. And I have one about halfway done. And then the main thing is you're going to need a piece of foam board. Now this is the, of course I threw away the ticket. This is the white foam board. You can get this, you guys, you can get this at Dollar General. Okay. You can get it at Walmart. You can get it at, I think Dollar Tree may have these as well. Okay, it doesn't, this one is in very bad shape. Please don't judge. It's been in my craft room forever and moved around. Hello, Miss Barb. How are you, chicken thickens? So I'm going to go ahead and, this is the one this is the one that I did. And you can make this as, you know, as extravagant or not. And there's other ways that you can make them, and we're going to get into those too. And then I also made, if you guys are into like the little vignettes or like the little minis, we've made those before with our little mice and like the little dioramas type thing. I actually found TV guides, and it's got an actual, like, you know, obviously you can't read the print. It's way too small, but can anybody tell me who that is? I want you to guess who that is. I want to see if you guys know who that is. But I did print off a couple of those, and today we're gonna do a Raggedy Ann and Andy, because I know there was recently a Raggedy Ann and Andy event with the herd. I think they did the Raggedy Ann and Andy event, so I have some Raggedy Ann and Andy that we're gonna do, and I also have a little golden book with my little buddy Patch right here from 101 Dalmatians. Could you please share the links from Etsy? I can try, Tony. There are so many, and I honestly I didn't even like favorite the shops or anything. I just kind of went in. One of them, I think the TV guides came from Google, but I will try. You want to find Holly Hobby? I'll be on the lookout for that. I bet you it's online. Now, I know there was a YouTube video recently of a girl, and I have to go back and try to find hers because I don't even think I follow her. But she actually used images from Barnes & Noble, and she got the images of the front and the back of the book, and she put them on Canva. Mary Tyler Moore, that's right, Marlene, you got it. Yes, Mary Tyler Moore. I love Mary Tyler Moore. I used to watch it all the time. Dick Van Dyke Show. But yes, I've actually seen, there's actually YouTube videos out there that I'm trying to find a Space Jam book. A Space Jam book, Melissa? I'll be on the lookout for that. I want to say I may have some called. Oh, we're back. We're back. Yes, you got it right too. I had that book with the stick horse when you were little. Ah, you did, Mom? Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. So this is what not to do. We're going to start with that too. Hello, Cheryl. I was trying to make this a little bit more like finished, so that's why I put the Mod Podge on here. You still have your Hobby Holly dolls? Oh my gosh, Beth, that's so cute. I want to see a picture. You have to like post that, girl. Make that, post it. make it into some content. I think it's cute. So what I did was I was trying to get this, I actually made it look like a vintage book. I just used my Tim Holtz to do it. But as you can see, it now looks like a really vintage book, and it's now worn. That's because when I was putting on my Mod Podge, it came off down on my piece of paper, so that's why it looks like that. So we're just gonna kind of go over that and just redo it. So I'm gonna show you guys though what to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my little golden book first. So I just cut this out. It, as you can see, if you're doing this on your own and making your own images, you may have to play with the picture a little bit to make it a little bit, because you obviously need a binding for your book, like a little tiny one. Otherwise, it would just be a piece of paper folded, and it would look more like the TV guide one, right? It would be more like this. So not really like a middle piece. Now, you could play with your images a little bit if you want to do that. If you don't find it, that's already kind of done like this, okay? Or you could still leave a little bit of white, and then you could use like a piece of washi tape. And if you find a gold washi tape, which I do have, so we know they exist, I'm sure they're somewhere, you could always make yourself your own middle piece, your own binding, if you can't figure that part out. That's the part, this is the ones that I already kind of got on mine. So I am going to take my foam board, and all I did, you guys, I did not even use Mod Podge to do this. I used my favorite glue. You still have your Holly Hobby bedspread. Isn't that so funny? Holly Hobby is back, just like Miss Strawberry over here. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see that our generation is sharing some of our favorites. It's definitely needed. Okay, that's the glue that's wearing out. Let me throw that away because that one's done. That's how much I use this glue, you guys, all the time. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix this book as well, but I wanna show you what I'm doing. So I'm gonna take this Raggedy Ann and Andy. Okay, there is a tiny bit, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there is a tiny bit of a, hi Nina, hi Christy, of a middle piece right there, that binding. So I am going to just take my glue, and I am going to cover this really well, and it's not very big, so that one, it's not gonna be hard. And I'm gonna come over just a little bit, and you can use the light. And I am going to line this up on my foam board, if you guys can see this, okay? And it helps if you do have like a razor, but I don't have a razor, and it's fine. I don't necessarily need one. So I'm gonna line it up with my glue, and then I'm gonna go ahead and fold it right on that, and you can kind of play with it too. Now, I want to make sure that I have it all the way around my book. So I'm going to put it on the edge of the foam board. And this is using foam board. I have not done it this way that Mel did. I haven't done one of those yet, so we'll wait on that one. I'm just going to, we're just kind of catching up tonight and doing something very easy, because I'm still trying to get caught up with everything around the house and everything too. And my daughter's birthday is tomorrow. So, grandkids are being loud, and oh, I'm sorry, Melissa. Okay, you got it. Okay, so all I did was just kind of push it down, and here I am. Here I am. And now I have my little book. Now you can, if you're gonna do a bunch of these, you can go ahead and give yourself a little bit of space, I would say, in between each book. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that now. Now, I did try to use a dull scissor, and it was very choppy. So I am going to use a sharp scissor, and I'm going to do the sides. So let me do that. And I'm just kind of cutting the ends. And with foam, it does tend to bend a little bit. So just be careful. It makes like a little crease, but most of your foam board is covered by that piece anyway. Now, with this part, with this extra part, you could just go in there and just kind of trim it up. And this is why you could even leave like a little bit of a white border. But now you have your book, okay? And I mean, you could even take like a little, you know, it's gonna look like a old ratted, I mean, it's Randy and Andy, so it is a vintage book anyway. My sister and I had a Holland Hubby candle doll. My mom would never let us light it. Do you know what? That's so funny. I remember having something like that when I was young. Like it was odd because it's like, why wouldn't you let the kids play with it? But I totally get it. Obviously you don't play with candles, but that's so funny that they even had those novelties for kids, for something for kids. That's kind of funny. Life is funny sometimes, I'll tell you what. Yesterday was kind of fun. You know, I almost told Beth, I was like saying there like, oh, I really can't put anything in my house and da da da. And I basically, she heard me talking myself into it on the message that I was leaving her. It was so funny. Sharon, Facebook keeps telling me that you and Beth are watching. It keeps just repeating it over and over. I think that's so funny. All right, so again, I'm going to do the same thing. It doesn't matter if you do the front or the back. So first, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of make my crease. And if you see that it's a little, you know, got a little bunch there, you can always sand that off. Sander, a little emery board that you have that you use for your nails, that's fine too. I don't know what my dogs are barking at. Barking at something. So, you totally talked yourself into it. I know. I am glad I did. I am glad I did. When I saw those tickets, I was dying because those were in my cart. I took them out of my cart on Amazon. I know, they are so cute, and you could do these for any kind of book, any kind of, you know, you can do these for, I also have printables. I've had these printables a while, which is half the reason why I don't know if I'm going to be able to find links. But you could use that. I also have the Harry Potter book series, which I'm going to do. I may do something for my sister-in-law. Shh, don't tell her. Hope she's not looking or watching. And you could even do mini VHSs. I look good, Sharon. Thank you. I did not really do anything but take a shower today. I didn't even do my hair. I fixed it so it wasn't crazy on the camera, and that was it. And then I came live. But thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, so there's our little golden book, and this is I can't tell because I will say this. Let me go ahead and get my Mod Podge out real quick. I will say this. When you go to print these off, you need to go to your printer settings and you need to print it off with the best quality on there. Like the best quality printing scale. Because you'll have like your normal quality and your, you know, your grayscale, whatever. Make sure it's color and and on an HP, it's labeled best quality. And that's what I did. Because you get a little bit more of those details. But even with that, I can't tell what the title of this is. I just know that it's 101 Dalmatians. So, and I love them. So, and I have a little book charm that I'm going to put this on too. So, this looks like the Pokey Little Puppy. It does look like the Pokey Little Puppy book. Yes. This is the one that I ordered from Mel's Crafting Corner. I'll tag her in here too. I don't know if she did these online though. I can't remember if she did those online. I just saw them in her sale and I was like, oh, I want to get one because I still support my crafter friends. Hi, Linda. I still support my crafter friends, even though, you know, we all kind of do some similar things. But that's okay, because I still like to support. Okay, so just to give it a little bit of a more finished look, like this one is a little bit, and I'm probably going to put a second layer on here. Just to give it a little bit more gloss to it. You can use a gloss if you want. I just have the matte out, which is fine for me. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of temper this on here, and you'll see here in a second. You can also do it with the TV guide as well, but I actually printed this off on the back of a advertisement that was already kind of glossy. And you could do that too. It was more paper, so it looked more like a TV guide magazine more than a book. But it already had like a gloss to it. So always look at your papers and see, you know, think about what's going to look best with my project. Now, another thing you can do, I've seen people do, and this is why I pretty much have this heat gun out, is you can heat set your actual ink in here a little bit more. Now, some people do it with like an iron. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. It just kind of depends on the ink. But I'm just going to do that real quick. I don't even know if this is going to work because I've had these printed off for so long and I had to refine them today. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is, instead of going back and forth like, hi, Amy, I missed you guys too. Hi, Donna. Instead of going back and forth, I'm just going to take and just kind of plot it kind of everywhere on my piece, if that makes sense. Because I want it to look like, it's not really going to be too textured, as long as, you know, you have a nice smooth piece. But I do want that look, but it doesn't have to be like perfectly, you guys know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be perfectly back and forth. But if I do it like this, and I don't know if you guys know, but if you're doing Mod Podge and you just kind of tap like this, it makes your projects look more like a leathered finish than just back and forth. And I encourage you guys to try it. I mean, it's, you know, it won't hurt anything. All right, I'm just gonna use this to kind of hold it while I dry it, because that's the mistake I made. I flipped it over and I got it on there. So we're gonna just go ahead and do each piece and then dry the back separately. Do the back separately. And I would say maybe do 2 coats just to give it, because it will dry hard. And obviously this thing is not going to take very long at all to dry, because it's tiny. It's a tiny little thing. All right, I'm going to do the same thing with Raggedy Ann. Of course, I was sitting here and now my brush is getting like hard itself, but it's okay. That's probably way too much. Now this one is a little bit different sized book, so they are going to be different. You could use Pleater's Cat packing tape to make the book look glossy too. Yes, you could. That's a very good idea. So you would put that on before you cut it, and then just cut around it. That's a very good idea too, Mom. Very, very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. All right. And I just had an idea. I have an idea with her, but I'm gonna wait until this is all dry. So again, we're gonna go ahead. You can use whatever to hold it. Hi, Donna. Dana. I'm sorry. Hello, Dana. How are you? Hi, Nina. Oh, you're saying hi to Kathy. My mama. Hi, Kendra. Did I say hi to you yet? I don't know who I said hi to yet because I haven't seen you all. Mini book. Just put the word mini book when you're looking. And you could probably, I know you can find some on Google. I think one of these came from Google. That's really it. And then it's back to new. I mean, and now it provides a little bit of a shell, sort of like when it hardens up, so it's not, you know, foldable, if that makes sense. If that makes any sense, you guys, I don't know. I'm still recuperating. Okay, I am gonna put another little layer on my back side, and you could go ahead and do on the side now if you want. I would definitely do the binding piece, the middle piece as well. Just make sure it's dry wherever you're putting it down, because you do not want to do what I did and have it mess up. Hi Terry, how are you? Mom is hanging in there. She is hanging in there. She got some pretty good news. I'm gonna let her talk about it though, because I don't like to talk about people's stuff all over wine. Better news, I think, than what we expected, which is good. And I always like hearing better news instead. Okay. So remember, you could do a bunch of these at the same time. Thank you, Terry. Like I said, we're hitting this with a pen. Actually, let me put this down. Hold that down on that side. Just use whatever you have, your tools, to kind of hold it together. It doesn't throw away. I know what you meant. Probably more than I need on this one. The back is gonna dry a little funny, but it's okay. Just put a nice little thin layer. You can always do more than one layers. Now we have our Raggedy Ann book and our little golden book patch. This is like the patch. Isn't it so cute? Look at the little golden. And then it's so funny, if you wanted to, you could make a bunch of these and make yourself like a little library or a little book stack. How cute would that be? Okay, still a little tacky. I have to be careful. I'm going to go ahead and glue this together now while these are just drying, just a couple of more minutes here. This is the book that I messed up, but I did do it like vintagey, right? If that's a word. That's always a word. We always like to make up words here. And I am just going to put a bunch of glue in here. And all I'm doing is just putting a new cover on it. It's just like covering a new book. Because that one was it got a little messed up. even like hold it together. You can put a clip on it. That's why I love these little clips. It's because there's Mod Podge on it already. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Okay, so now we're gonna need the little things that go down. I will say there's, like I said, there's different ways to make these. This one has the little eyelet in it, okay? This was from Liz from Paper Doodles by Liz. She has an Etsy shop. Very, very sweet Etsy shop. Please go follow her. Her Etsy shop is cute. These are the plain Jane eyelets I have, okay? So now you could do, we did the foam ones, okay? Hello, Anise. How are you? Welcome on in. I'm so honored you're here, girlfriend. We're making little baby books. So what I'm doing is I'm putting my eyelet inside my little piece of foam, okay? But if you didn't want to do that, before putting, and if you wanted to do like the little string like this one, before gluing it in your foam, you would just put a little piece of like, she has like that little, this is like that wire, okay? But you could probably do like a piece of hemp cord in there or whatever. You could probably easily do that. And these, you guys, I already have ideas for Christmas with these. So I'm so excited for that. But that's what we're doing. We're just gonna do the little eyelet. So I have my little eyelets down here. My space is small up here, so you bear with me, guys. We gotta get our colors. So I have my little eyelets here. And I do have my glue gun, but Miss Beth did give me super glue, so you could always use that too. I don't think I'm gonna open the super glue though, since we're only doing like 2 little books here. So, sorry you guys, I gotta find my eyelet. They were floating around on me. Alright, so there's my 2 little eyelets. We're gonna do 3 because I do have that other book that we partially already did, or I did. My eyelets keep sliding underneath my little pieces. That's what's taking me so long. Okay, we'll do a blue one, and then we'll do like this little, that's like a Raggedy Ann color. And then we'll do a yellow. Mix it up a little bit. You can do whatever you want to. You can even put it on one of these. These are the lobster claws. This is what I use on my backpack buddies when I make them. We'll have to make a backpack buddy. Some of you haven't even seen that. Okay. I'm getting more ideas as I sit here. Okay. I have right there. Okay, I have all of my patriotic fabrics in here, you guys. And I have this like kind of checkered one that reminds me of Raggedy Ann, but I feel like I may have something else in here that'll work better. Let me just look real quick. So, some of these scraps I got from a thrift shop. Some of the scraps I got from, like, that's perfect. That's kind of like what I was looking for, something like that. Some of these scraps I got from my friend Sharon. But really you only need a few little pieces on this. And this is just an idea. So this somebody had already started to quilt something together. So I don't dare touch that. Would love to see them. Yes, would love to see them. Oh yes, the backpack buddies? Absolutely. We will make some. We'll make some. It's pretty much the same thing. I mean, I have my bead collection for a reason too, right? Okay, you guys. So that's going to be that. And then, let's see. I am going to there, so that's good. And I got my glue gun. Okay, so I am going to now, I'm going to pick a couple of different beads. Now these are smaller, so I wouldn't go putting on something really, really big or a lot of big bulky beads like that. This would probably be just the bulkiest I would do, and I would just do one if I was going to do that. And that's only so you don't struggle with your cording, because I've got this cording, and this should be enough for all three of them. So we're just going to use that. So put your beads like kind of together, decide what you want to use, decide what colors are going to go good with what you're doing. It's all about, you know, the eye and playing with your beads and everything. So I'm going to put some of this on though instead of a bead, because this is more of like a Raggedy Ann and Andy type thing. So I think I'm going to do that one first because I have it in my head. So what you could do is you could use a piece of super glue or a little bead of actual glue, hot glue. That's the word I'm trying to use. And we're going to put it on the end of our piece. Now, I only say that because this is just foam. What are those clips called? Which ones? These are, oh, what did I say? These are eyelets. These are, the other ones are lobster clasps. These are just charm clasps. This is what they look like. Tony, that's what they look like. So I would say just kind of Google like charm clips, and you'll get a bunch that show up, and you just use the ones that you want to use because there's all different kinds out there. I'm going to be looking for some colored eyelets now because I want to be special. Now you could use a little pin, or if you have like a little pokey tool, you can stick that in there to kind of start your hole. And then you could put it either on the side or on the middle. I think I'm going to do this one on the middle, and I'll do this one on the side, only because I don't want it to overwhelm the book. Okay, so I'm going to kind of even out the weight. And then all you do, and I say to use hot glue, of course these aren't going to last forever, and I wouldn't make these a keychain because these are not going to last on your keys while you're shopping at Hobby Lobby and everything else, okay? Just so you guys know. And then you're going to just kind of stick it in that book. All right, just like that. Now, while it's on hold, just like this, you can squeeze it. You're just going to put a very tad little tiny piece of beaded piece of glue around it. It's not going to be the prettiest, but that's what your charm is for. It's going to kind of take away from that. So, and you can pull on it. It's not too hot. And that's going to kind of hold it in place like that. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, we're going to let that sit here for just a second, and then I'm going to grab my piece. I'm going to try to make 3 out of this. So let me see, because you don't need these very long. They don't need to be like the other one, but do make them long enough so where you're going to be able to tie some knots. So you always want to leave yourself a little extra space. Now, I am going to decide what one I want on here, and I think it's going to be this red one. So all I did was, and this is how I made it to look like this. This is the one we're making. This is the only one I've done so far. So I have 2 tails. One of them is a little longer than the other. I did struggle with some beads, I'm not going to lie. Okay? So I just take my little loop and I put it through this little thing that spins. I put it through this loop, and this is why it doesn't matter what kind, because you can do this with any of them. And then I just pull my little tail of my hemp cord, which is what we're calling it today. I just pull it on through, and now I have this attached to this. Now, just to kind of keep it in place, I'm now going to tie a little knot on each side, on each end. And I'm going to pull that all the way through. This will keep it from going all over the place, and it'll also help you keep your bead in a place, just kind of how we did the junk journal charms. Thank you, Nina. I'm so glad you like it. I hope you guys try some. You guys can do this with anything. I mean, I've seen people make little charms for their Stanley cups. Not that you have a Stanley cup, but for their cups and everything. You guys can put them on anything. You can even just make them a little decoration to hang on your desk or whatever. If you have a favorite book or a favorite movie, it's a good way of, you know, representation. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. Does you guys see that? The little 2 knots? Now I'm going to go ahead and put, and I will put this on in a second, but we're just going to bead it, okay? I'm going to go ahead and just put a few, I'm going to put, this one has got a very big hole. That's like a pony bead. That's not going to work very well. So I am going to use, I think I'll just use this yellow one for now. Well, I lied. Let me use the red one, because red is more of a Raggedy Ann and Andy color. Okay, so now that one's on there. It's not going anywhere. I'm going to tie a little knot. You could tie 2. One should be fine too. Now, I'm going to put a few little rag pieces on this thing. I'm going to see how it looks. So I'm going to take my little piece of fabric and I'm going to cut it again. So I'm going to have basically 2 pieces, just like that. I don't know how it's going to look, but we're going to try it. And I'm going to go ahead and tie it onto my little piece. We might not like it, and we may go back to the beads. Who knows? Hi, Karen. Oh, Karen, I already said hi to you. Facebook's telling me you're here again. Okay. Kind of like it. It's kind of cute. It's got a little flair to it, especially for Raggedy Ann. Now I have this red one, which we don't need that much of. This is just an old cut up bandana that I got from the lovely Sharon. You can make them smaller pieces too if you think it's too big and bulky. That's fine too. I'm going to go ahead and put this one down here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one in half again. That's way too big. I'm going to put this one just down here. We're just tying it on. I haven't really seen anybody do these online yet, just like through maybe YouTube. I think I saw one person, but I know people make them. I just don't know if they've taught how to make them yet, and I think you guys, you know, would like them, so. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put my yellow bead on, which I'm going to go ahead and make a little knot at the end down here. Oh, Tony, it's okay. Did you ask another question? Because I didn't see it. That's the whole point in learning. You have to ask questions to learn. Like, that's silly, of course. And if I don't see it, I try to answer, or somebody else can answer, or ask again, ask away. That's what we're here for. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my yellow bead on. And like I said, you do not want to make this too, I'm gonna put a little orange one on just too. You don't wanna make it too heavy because you don't want it to, you know, rip off, because it is a very delicate type thing. It's not, you know. These would be really cute hanging on the mirror of your car too. Isn't that would be adorable. We're gonna do some mirror charms too. Charms just seem to be the way to go. And you know what? I'm all for that, because there's way too many bad things in this world right now that we need to make ourselves happy. And if this makes you happy, go for it. Okay, so there is that little piece. Now, the way we're gonna put our book on here is we are gonna take, this is called a jump ring. No, it's not called a jump ring. This is something else. It looks like the jump ring. I have jump rings. I just have to find them. There they are. There's some here. I'm going to take 3 of them. Actually, sometimes there's a difference in jump rings, and you just have to find the one that works for you. There's bigger ones. There's stronger ones. There's ones that are just terrible, which I do have some of those too, and I hate them. And I know hate a small word is a big word, but it's crazy sometimes. Okay, let's see if I have, those are the ones I like. You could use a keychain thing, but it's going to put a lot of pressure on that and it might rip out. Need to take the dog outside. Okay, speaking of dogs, my dog has said hello to you. Betsy, hello Shauna. Okay. There we go. This one's a little bit bigger, which I'm going to use on this one. So I have my little tools. These are just, one has a round end, if you guys see that. And the other one, if you don't know what they are, these are found in Hobby Lobby. And one has like a flat end. So the way to open these up, this is a little bit bigger, but it's okay, it'll work. You just kind of pull each side of that hole, and now it's open, if you guys see that. Excuse me. Now I'm going to go ahead and put it through. It's not open enough. I'm going to go ahead and put it through my eyelet. So now I have that, and then I'm going to now slide this into that piece. And sometimes that happens, but it's okay. It happens to me all the time, and I've been doing this for years. I'm going to open it just a tad more. And now we're going to put it through that round piece in the middle. And now we're going to close it back up. And basically it's just a mount. It's just, you get better at it the longer you do it. But it's all about bending it. And you're just basically separating it and then putting it back. And you can kind of play around with your pliers a little bit. But there is our Raggedy Ann and Andy one. And you see how there's like a little shine to it now? And it almost seems a little hard. So I just felt like that the little pieces of rags on the Raggedy Ann and Andy is just so cute and perfect. Like, it's perfect. Okay. So, you guys will be addicted to making these too soon. I guarantee it. These are a lot of fun. So now we have these two made. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my little pokey tool. I'm going to go ahead and put this one a little bit more toward the side of this book. Not necessarily right on the end, but not necessarily in the middle. And then, like I said, just a little bit of glue. I did try Mod Podge, but it doesn't hold as quick as you'd like it to. And if you're anything like me, you're a little impatient when you're making things. So it's just as good to just use whatever. And there's probably a nice way to use your glue where it's not everywhere. But it's not that noticeable because it's got the white on the side. Aww. Thank you, Robbie. I know, I wanted to do something different for them. I think I'm going to make the other one like it too. Okay. So we'll leave that there for a second. And now we'll go ahead and do our little piece. basically the same thing on this that we did with the other. If you missed it, we're putting our loop through here, and then we're just pulling our little tails out. Here comes the thunder and rain. It doesn't last too long, Beth. So if you gotta take, if Wrigley's gotta wait for a little while, it won't be long if you didn't take them out. I don't know if you took them out or not. I'm also not trying to tell you when to walk your dog either. I'm just concerned. My dog got scared. She ran in here until Daddy came home. Okay, so I'm trying to think what colors, because this is a Dalmatian. I think I'm just gonna do some white and black ones. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe some silver and black. And I probably should have used black on this, but that's okay. All right, so I'm gonna use, have this black and white one spotted, so, or not spotted, but striped. So if I use that, if I don't lose it first. Oh, you're in an event later, good. What time are you on, Beth? It stops when I'm there. It may rain a few days, Marlene, but hopefully not every single day. It hasn't rained every single day, just so you know. You're good there. You may get it for like a few minutes and then stop, of course. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna put a black one. Oh, you're on a 10? Nice. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop that one there. And I think I'm gonna put one more black one at the end. This one almost has spots though. It's kind of got like a marble look to it. So I'll put that on here. Aaron! Aaron! Oh my goodness! How are you, my friend? I have missed you. Aaron Crafty Delights. I can't believe you're here, girl. I've missed you. Where have you been? Welcome on in, girl. We're making little charms. These are like little mini book charms. I'm so excited to see you. Summer weather, yes, of course. Okay, so I'll do white. And then I will do, that's good. And then I'll do a little silver one, and then I'll do, well, that was not going to happen. And then I'll do a black one. I know this is probably the boring part, like, oh, get it over with already, Christy, but it'll be okay. We're in it. We're in it to win it. You guys, I hope you like what we're doing. Like I said, I just wanted to come back kind of easy, because I know it's been a while since y'all saw me too. I've missed you guys. I've missed my friends. And see how they're kind of like different lengths too, so that works. And we can even put, you know, something else on the end if we wanted to. There's these little things too that you can put, but I'm good with that. We're just gonna leave it like that. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and do my jump ring. This jump ring is a little bit smaller than the one that we used on Raggedy Ann and Andy, but it's okay. I am nearsighted, so I'm not looking through my glasses. It probably looks weird to you guys, but I'm okay. And you just shut it. And there's that little mini book charm. Isn't that like cute? Super cute, super cute. All right, we're gonna do one more. This is the one that I kind of boo-booed earlier, but we fixed her. We fixed her again, and I'll probably put some rag bows on this one too. So let me go ahead and do that. And I'm pretty sure I've got, I'm going to do some, do a couple beads too, just to have fun with it. But yeah, these are super cute. Ornament ideas. These are really cute if you guys are doing fairs. You know, just find some really, you know, you could, like I said, you could do any of the popular books right now. I know a lot of kids and adults, because my husband loves anime, loves the animes, so you can find like the anime comics. The animes usually have books attached to them too. So you can find them. And like I said, there are some videos out there that show you how to take the picture of the front and back of the book. You know what I just thought about, Beth? You should make these for your family members with your sister's book. How cute would that be? That would be such a cute idea. Just put hanging on their stocking. Oh, that would be so sweet, wouldn't it? And pretty much it's just, you know, scanning the whatever your favorite books are. And it's an original idea. I mean, it wasn't my original idea, but they're definitely a thing now. But I don't see them everywhere, so you gotta hop on the train before it leaves. Okay, I'm gonna put this one in the middle. That is a good idea, isn't it? I just thought of that. I was like, oh yeah, I was thinking about your sister's book. I still have to, I don't know when I have time to read, but one of these days I'm gonna get it. All right, so now we're gonna put that in there. That just worked really well. I just kind of put it in the middle, and now it's gonna kind of harden around it, so that's good. All right, so too much. We'll go ahead and put another little piece of rag on here. I just love this idea with the Raggedy Ann and Andy ones. You could do yarn too with this. This would be really cute with yarn. Okay, and then I promise I'll let you guys go when we're done, because I know you're, you know, once you've seen one or two, you've seen them all. Now, I'm going to put a couple little beads on here. And like I said, you guys, I would definitely recommend doing the 2 layers, the 2 things of Mod Podge, just because it makes it harden more. And it's it gives it a little bit more stability, in my opinion. But it would be really super cute. I'm just excited to be live today. Like, it's been forever, and I'm so behind. I have so many things that I need to show you guys that I haven't shown you guys because, well, I haven't been around lately. But, yeah, I have to catch up on my own work. It's crazy. But I have some things, exciting things coming. Exciting, something I was working on that I was ready to announce to you guys, but then I was ready to announce it to you guys, but then I got sick, and I was like, well, shoot, can't do that now. But it's coming. I have to be 100%. My poor husband, hungry. I gotta go feed him now. I'm hungry too. We've been eating not as much lately because it's been so hot, you all. so hot. I think I'm gonna put a yellow one to match the little clip on this one. Actually, I don't need a big one that big. Okay, so now we're good. That's enough for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my little book on here. Look how cute that is. And if you didn't like it going a certain way, then you could always double tie your rags. And then it'll kind of give it a different direction. You know, just like that. Okay, so we'll do that one and then I'll show you guys. And then you guys, of course, I always ask you which one is your favorite. I want to know which ones you guys like. Hopefully I am worthy today. Hopefully I was worthy of your time today. I know I was excited to come live today. When I told my husband I was coming live, I was like, I gotta see people today. I'm holding this in the wrong direction, y'all. There we go. You kind of gotta trick it. There we go. So there is that one. Raggedy Andy Dandy's your favorite. Look at it. Oh, isn't it cute? This one is the Hoppy and the Hoppy Toad. And the Hoppy Toad. There's that one. You don't have any, Tony? The best, so I really collected them for a while, but right now, honestly, Hobby Lobby has really good beads. I would wait for sales because their beads, mainly, most of the time their beads go on sale. Sometimes you can get them in, I still didn't open this, sometimes you can get them in the strands like this, they'll go on sale. Or sometimes you'll get the big corners, and honestly, I've seen them in, it's hit or miss at thrift stores, of course, but I have seen them in thrift stores. Sometimes you could even do buttons too. So there's this little one, which I think you guys are probably gonna kill me, but I want to put a bow on this one. I just think it would look so cute with a little bow. I don't know why. Just look at a little white bow. That perfectly matches. But Amazon is where I get some of my beads too. Sometimes you can order a whole slew of them that comes in a pack. That's always a good option too. But just keep an eye on the, hello Nancy, but keep an eye on the size. Just make sure they're big enough because you don't want really, really tiny ones because then it'll be hard to get through, especially if you're using like the hemp cord like I am. But yeah, just don't get the tiniest ones, but don't get I wouldn't get the huge ones either if you're making these particularly. But I don't have like measurements off the top of my head, but I can try. Let me see. This one is 17, 4 to 7 inch. Well, that's the length. So 17. That's probably the length too. That doesn't tell me the size of them. It just kind of depends on the hole. But these are all different sizes. Like if you get like the ones that are like different, they're the same colors but different sizes. Yes, Dollar Tree does have beads. Thank you, Marlene. I keep forgetting Dollar Tree has beads, but that would be a good place too to start. That would start your collection. Okay, I like it better. I like this one better with the bow, with the little white bow. I think it's so cute, so darling. It just brings out crowd sales. Yes, some people they don't know what to do with them anymore. Okay, so these are the ones that we made. So we made the little golden book. Okay, and then we made this Raggedy Ann and Andy one. keeps, these just spin around, so it's kind of hard. And then this Raggedy Ann and Andy one, this one is in the garden, Raggedy Ann and Andy in the garden. They look like 10, oh, yes, thank you, Beth. You know all about beads. I'm not bad, I'm very bad at sizing. I just know how to make stuff with them. And there's the little Snow White one that I did. You hear the thunder again? The thunder's coming. Erin, thank you so much for stopping in, my darling. We do miss you. I gotta send you a message, girl. I have not been around lately either. I've been sick myself, so. But there's these. So you guys let me know which ones you guys like. That is my live for today. I hope you guys had fun. Thank you, Beth, again for all my lovely items. I can't wait to go and do some journaling and go through them again. Yes, Walmart does have bigger sets. Absolutely. Thank you, Robbie. All right, you guys. It was so fun seeing you guys again. I love you guys, and I thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I will not be live well, I won't be live crafting tomorrow. I might pop in or do a video or something. But it is my daughter's 20th birthday, so we will be celebrating with her. And I will see you guys for ATC Thursday. Bye, guys. Love ya.